Thank you, Christina.
Thank you, sir.
Mariah, your granddaughter has a very bright future ahead of her.
What are you talking about?
I've suggested that Felicia go to graduate school.
Oh, yes, I think she should, too. But, well, you know, the money.
Oh, don't worry about the money. I've offered to pay for it. I mean, she has such a taste for history, I think it should be fostered.
Oh, Sean, well, that's very generous
You know,
of
the
you,
best
but...
part is that she'd be in Port Charles.
But I thought you said you'd be returning to the hacienda with me.
Well, I haven't decided to go back to school.
But you must, Felicia.
It would be a great opportunity for her.
Well, we can't accept your money, Sean. I'd consider it if I were you, Felicia. Graduate work can be very expensive.
I can't accept that much money.
Oh, come on. You can accept it. It would be a crying shame if you did not further your studies in the Aztec culture.
I know. It's too far away, anyway.
Oh, no, I'd look after her.
No, and I'll be up there soon for a short visit.
Mr. Donnelly, I don't think we should talk about this now.
All right. Fine. Just, well, you discuss it with your grandmother, and I'm sure anything you decide will be fine for you. In the meantime, Robert, I was wondering if I could see you alone for a few minutes.
Certainly. About what?
No, just some business I'd like to discuss.
Sure.
If you'll all excuse us.
Spoiled? But you can't be serious.
Telling you the truth, Robert, you are.
Look, that's ridiculous. I work bloody hard as police commissioner.
Oh, police commissioner. Delegate all of your work. You go to banquets. You know, that job and the beautiful woman that you're married to, I think you've lost your stomach for a real hard-edged adventure, that's all.
How can you possibly say that after the adventure we've just had?
Oh, you had to. You had to do it for a friend.
Hell, I did.
All right, then call it a lapse. Call it a foray into the exciting life you used to work in.
There's got to be a reason behind all this needling.
Suppose you could go back into a 24-hour-a-day excitement.
You mean, it's like that?
Well, things come up. And I'm not getting any younger.
You suppose I am?
Still working with you again. You know, it finally hit me how much I miss your company, the camaraderie we shared.
Yeah, I feel the same.
We had some good times, Robert. And maybe we could share a few more escapades together, huh?
Oh, any time, as long as those escapades are shared three-way.
Now, that is a very interesting proposition.
Your field director is here, Senor Donnelly.
Fine, Christina, thank you.
Field director.
No, it's just a scouting expedition report. Pretty dull stuff. If you'll excuse me?
Of course.
Oh, and Robert, think about what I said.
What'd you say?
Nothing you'd be interested in, dear?
Hey, as long as you two get together, I'm interested. Smell a conspiracy and I want in.
You know what this is?
What?
It's our last day here in Mexico.
Oh, I was thinking the same thing.
Let's make the most of it, okay?
Definitely. What do you think? Sightseeing? Shopping?
Right now?
All day.
Oh, I have a better idea.
Whoever it is, just tell him to go away.
I believe it's a rather special breakfast, though.
Oh. Yeah, I'll get it. Buenos días, señora. Thank you. You're welcome.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Right.
No, no, get it. Looks delicious.
Dead right. Huevos rancheros and Scorpio special.
Well, what is it?
My idea of what Mexican lemonade should be like.
Doesn't look like... Ooh. Doesn't look like lemonade.
You drink it. You like it. Hmm?
Answer your question?
It's going to make you feel very Mexican.
Well, as a matter of fact...
Yeah?
We have the equipment to help for a start. Look at all this stuff we got.
Come on, drink up. There's a big picture here. We've got a day's work ahead of us.
Bigger the better, that's what I think.
Ah, gracias, senora. You know, this does make me feel Mexican.
It's true, you know, senor. As a matter of fact, this is making me feel quite Mexican already.
Really? That's because it's a special recipe.
But is it supposed to work this fast? It must be awfully potent.
Well, yeah, but it's smooth. Salute.
Salute. You know what? Look at this, what I got for Ramsey. Isn't he gonna love this?
Yes.
Once I had the...
Yes.
Whoops. I didn't think there was anybody in here.
Hello, Robert. What can I do for you?
I don't think we've met.
No, I'm sorry. Robert Scorpio, Professor Estevez.
Pleasure is mine, Professor.
Muchísimas gracias, señor.
Right.
Something you need, Robert?
Oh, yeah. Your bottle of that special reserve tequila of yours. Holly and I kind of just run out.
Okay, I'll have one sent up to your room.
Thank you. Is this your camera?
No. As a matter of fact, it's the professor's. We were just going to take some color photographs of a few artifacts. He uses the slides in his lectures.
Well, that sounds interesting. Mind if I watch?
No, of course not. Professor, why don't you finish setting up, huh?
Oh, yes.
I'm sure you and Holly are going to find this tequila extraordinary, Robert. It's my private stock.
What stop are you using?
Pardon?
You know, with the right stop, you're going to get really great close-ups with a camera like this.
Yes, of course.
But I'm sorry, look, I don't want to get in your way. You just go ahead.
That's okay. Yes, come in.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were alone.
Well,
As a matter of fact, I was just leaving. My wife here needs a little drop of medicine. Good night. Well, I was wondering where you'd all gone.
Hi, Robert. The professor was just taking some pictures.
Yes, I know. As a matter of fact, I wanted Holly to watch him. I said, what a great camera you had there, Professor.
Yes, es muy bueno, primera clase.
Also, I wanted him to meet the man. She would have been honored.
Well, Professor's about ready to leave. He's finished his last shot.
Oh?
Pictures of my ring.
Oh, I'm sorry I missed that. Oh, well. I say, what a beautiful cigar case.
Yes, that's the Professor's cigar case.
The craftsmanship is wonderful. I mean, the silver inlay here is magnificent. Would it be right if I opened it?
Not at all.
Oh, thank you very much. These are very special smell about them. That's very generous of you. Gracias.
De nada, señor.
What happened to the statue?
Oh, I knocked it over, Robert.
It's too bad. It was a handsome piece.
I know. And, pretty clumsy of me, too.
Listen, now that the professor's taking his photographs, do you mind if I make a suggestion?
Of course.
Good. If we're going to see Sona Rosa, maybe we ought to get going.
No, that's a good idea. Professor, can we drop you anywhere?
Oh, well, actually, I was hoping the professor might stay.
Stay here, senor?
Well, I was looking forward to talking more about your work. I know my wife would be interested. As a matter of fact, I'll call her down.
You and Holly aren't going to join us?
I'd like to ask the professor to stay here and have a drink. Professor?
It will be my pleasure.
Great.
I love to discuss my field with people who have interest from the field, you know.
That's wonderful.
Okay. How about the rest of us? Get the show on the road?
Good idea.
All right.
All right, Felicia, Mariah.
Ladies.
Professor?
Goodbye, Professor. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Robert?
Adios.
Tell me, Professor, have you tried Donnelly's rather special reserve tequila? I think it might surprise you.
You know, speaking about tequila is very interesting. There are some discoveries were made here, you know, on an archaeological...
Professor, say no more. I'd like to get my wife. Don't go.
I suppose, actually, we should feel a little guilty for letting everybody else go off to the Zona Rosa without us.
Well... Oh, Lord. As it turns out, I wanted to go, but I said that you wouldn't get out of bed.
You didn't. Did you?
Mm.
But anyway, I did get out of bed. I went and sat and listened to that boring old Professor, what's his name?
Estevez. You're right. He is a little on the tepid side.
A little. Actually, I think he's probably as bored as we were. He was pretty anxious to get out of there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's on boots. So will you tell me something?
There's another pair exactly the same in the closet. However, it's been a great day, huh?
And we have a absolutely
Sumptuous.
So you're right. Sumptuous dinner.
Right.
Farewell dinner for us to look forward to. That is assuming if I'm sober enough to drink it.
Listen, we can be
I mean-
sober. We can be... Never mind, have another drink. We can be sober enough back in Port Charles. When I think of the amount of work that's probably fermenting on my desk.
Oh, please, don't think. Think about it.
Think about it. How can I not think about getting back to the daily grind?
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do what?
Don't spoil our last day here by talking about going back home. I really like this place. It's got sort of a magical feeling about it, and I don't want to lose it.
Really? All right, then. We'll have to make sure that you don't.
Well, actually, when Donnelly, if he could move to Port Charles, I guess he'll bring some of that feeling with him.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
The first thing I'm going to do for him when he gets to Port Charles
Yes.
is I'm going to throw a big party so he can get to meet everyone.
Fine. But in the meantime, I have an idea of my own. Why don't we have a party? Right here.
You know something? This Mexican climate seems to be agreeing with you.
Mexico make it any better? Hmm?
Oh, I'll have to think about that. But you know one thing.
What?
As soon as we get back to Port Charles, I'm going to start some serious comparative testing.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to propose a toast. My friends, to Felicia and her decision to go to Port Charles. Felicia.
I'll second that.
Something wrong?
No, I think I just have to get a little fresh air.
Is she all right?
Well, she's upset, but that's understandable.
You mean because I'll be leaving her?
Of course. I mean, you must know how much she loves you. Holly and I could see that when we first met her.
I love her too, and I certainly don't like leaving her.
Well, you'll be able to phone her anytime you want.
Is it the same?
Well, no, but she can come and visit Felicia, and every once in a while you can hop on a plane and go visit her. It's not like Port Charles is the end of the world, right?
No, of course not.
In some ways, it is the end of her world. I think I'll go talk to her. Excuse me.
Well,
Well, that was a delicious dinner.
Yes, especially the wine. Was it Mexican?
yes, as a matter of fact, it is local, Los Reyes.
Ah.
The Kings.
Right on, Frisco. I'm going to make a native out of you yet.
I'll tell you what, if I have much more wine, I'll be doing a Mexican tap dance on top of the table.
Yes, I think I'm pretty close to doing that, too, as a matter of fact. But before I do any dancing, I am going to excuse myself.
Oh.
Darling, you need any help?
No, thank you, but if I fall over, I will call for you.
Loud.
Yes, I will.
All right. More wine?
No, brandy. An exquisite brandy. This is also local, Robert. It's called El Presidente.
Well, I'll drink to the old El Presidente at this point.
Me too.
However, I I'd also like to drink to something else.
What?
Well, a little on the complicated side.
Life is complicated.
Yeah. You know something? Life is complicated, and it can certainly be dull.
Well, our life in the WSB was anything but dull.
True, but being the police commissioner certainly is.
It's funny you should say that.
It's true.
I was just thinking about the life I'm going back to. That's pretty dull.
You're a hot singer. You got a TV show.
Yeah, but, you know, it's pretty routine after a while.
So's being the commissioner.
You know what both of you guys are suffering from?
What?
The big letdown. And it's perfectly normal.
Huh?
What's that?
Well, you know, after all the excitement down here in Mexico, you remember, Robert, when we were on a hot case, the adrenaline pumped day and night and day?
Great feeling.
Oh, yeah, then we'd wrap up the case, we'd file our reports, and there was a big thud. No excitement, no adrenaline, no anything. Just one great big letdown. Used to drive me crazy.
Still does me.
Oh,
Well,
it's a heck of a lot better than being lonely. And I know an awful lot about being lonely.
You get lonely?
Yeah, quite often. Up until now, at least.
oh, until now?
Yeah, until you popped up again. Yeah, you don't know how much you invigorate my life, my friend.
Well, I'll tell you. You ask, and I'll just keep on doing it.
And I will hold you to that.
Perdón, señor.
Yes.
El profesor Estevez has returned.
Oh, well, ask him to join us for brandy.
Yeah, why not?
The professor would like to wait in your office. He does not wish to disturb your guests.
Oh, all right. I'll go see what he wants.
Yeah.
You guys keep going with the brandy, huh?
Right, man.
Thanks. You know, it's funny.
What?
Well, you mentioned, you know, me singing. I always thought, you know, being a police commissioner, your life would be very exciting.
Yeah. Now and then, in between the times when you're doing everything in triplicate.
Yeah. Singing gets like that, too. You know, you're just going through the motions after a while.
Yeah. But it's Port Charles. Here we come. So let's drink to something, all right?
Yeah, you cued me. Here's to Port Charles.
No.
Let's drink.
To excitement. To us. Well, maybe Port Charles. Sweetie pie. Sweetie, honey, sugar, bubbles. Can you hear me? I gotta go and see Donnelly for a minute, darling. It's something I forgot to do. All right? All right. Wait tight.
Oh, yes, this is great. What wonderful craftsmanship, Buffy. Superb.
Well, thank you.
Robert, I thought I heard you go to bed.
Well, I was thinking about it, but all of a sudden I had this brilliant idea.
Well, you had many. What's this one?
A nightcap.
Oh, that is not only brilliant, mate. That is inspired.
And,
I was thinking of having another drink myself. Professor, would you join us?
No, thank you very much. I have to go. Muchísimas gracias,
Well,
Senor Scorpio.
good night, Professor.
I will see you soon.
Good. Oh, and thanks for the good news.
Good news?
Yeah, the professor stopped by to tell me that the magazine people are delighted with the pictures, and he just wanted me to know about it. That's all.
Fine. Listen, make mine a light, will you?
Well, Robert, this is your last day in Mexico. There is
Lit
no
as it is.
such thing as a light drink.
It's not?
Besides, we have a lot to drink, too.
Fine. Right. To what?
That's a good question.
Well, there was that... No, we can't want to drink to that.
No. How about success?
We've certainly had our share of that stuff.
Well, let's hope this is not the end to our good fortune.
Hey, come on, mate. Let's quit while we're ahead and not be greedy. Well, home sweet home.
Actually, it's not a little musty.
Well, it's understandable. It's been closed up for a while.
Oh, how familiar it all looks.
Glad to be back.
Are you?
I'm glad to be anywhere that I am with you.
How sweet you are. And such a liar.
What do you mean?
You're gonna miss all that adventure at Donnelly's, aren't you?
Who wouldn't miss all that glamour and adventure?
Not everyone, just my adventurous husband.
Trying to make me sound like James Bond?
Oh, I rather like that image. It's very sexy.
Yeah, well, Jim never had a woman as beautiful as you to come home to.
So you don't mind being back in boring old Port Charles then, huh?
I'm content. Got everything I want.
Except your best friend, Sean Donnelly.
Well, he'll be here soon.
And you can't wait.
Well, he was very hospitable to us. I'm looking forward to returning the generosity.
Do you think he's gonna start a shipping business here in Port Charles?
You can be sure of one thing where Donnelly's concerned. When he sets his sight on something, he doesn't stop until he gets it. Yeah, but just got in. Sure, I understand, mate. Yeah, top priority. I can tell you that it's so rewarding to know that I'm still needed. Be right down.
What do you want?
Guy must have radar. I never told him I was going to be back in town today.
You have to go in?
Yeah, he's got a mountain of paperwork stuck on my desk, all sorts of cases that he feels I should be brought up to date on.
Back to reality.
Such as it is.
Robert, be honest. Are you sure you're not even the littlest bit sorry to be back?
It's always hard to come back, but, well, in a day or two, I'll adjust to the routine.
Routine, you hate that.
Well, like you said, it's reality.
But do you think it's going to be enough for you now back in Port Charles?
It always has been.
But so much has happened. Maybe you won't like it anymore.
Why are we so concerned all of a sudden?
Because I saw a whole new you when we were in Mexico. A side of you that comes to life when there's risk and danger. And I guess I'm just concerned that our life is going to be boring to you now.
Darling, life can never be boring with you.
But is it enough?
Look, will you stop worrying? We can't vacation all our lives, you know.
No, but we do want it to be exciting.
Well, Luke and Laura are now living on a bull ranch and expecting a baby. They're not worried about it.
Yeah, but they had a whole year first of going everywhere, seeing new places and meeting new people.
Sounds to me as if you're the one with the wanderlust problem.
Yes, sorry. I guess I'm feeling restless.
Perhaps you've picked up a small portion of my discontent.
Well, we shouldn't let it get to us, you know, especially me. After all, I am married to the most handsome, exciting man in the whole world.
You really mean that?
Without exaggeration.
Well, just hold on, because very shortly Donnelly's going to be here, and whenever he turns up, there's always going to be some action.
How long do you think he'll stay?
Well, for good if I have anything to say about it. You know, there is one guy guaranteed to snap me out of my doldrums.
Thank you.
Well, what I meant was...
Yeah, I know what you meant. Anyway, I'm going to go upstairs, put some of the things away, get changed, call Celia. I know it's not the world's most exciting schedule, but it'll have to make it.
Hello?
Buenos dias.
Holly, when did you get back?
Oh, about half an hour ago. I'm dying to talk.
Oh, well, I'm dying to listen.
How about over lunch?
Oh, I have a lunch date.
Can you come here first?
Sure. How about an hour or so?
Fine. Oh, and Robert and I would love to have you and Grant over for cocktails tonight.
Your place for cocktails? We'd love to, but you have to tell me everything that happened.
It was incredible, Celia. An adventure that I'll never forget. Life is going to seem awfully dull here after Mexico. Hello?
Holly, I'm on my way.
Okay, fine. See you in a bit.
You and Celia gonna get together?
Yes, she wants to find out all about Mexico.
Yeah, I guess if things had been different, it would have been Paris.
Well, we'll go to Paris someday.
How does next month sound?
You're not serious.
Well, if you don't want to go.
Of course I want to go. I can't believe it. What made you think of going to Paris?
Well, I still have a spot of the adventurous spirit in me.
Well, maybe we'll find an adventure in Paris. Oh, that's so exciting. Oh, I invited Grant and Celia over for cocktails.
Good. We'll have dinner, too.
That would be lovely. And we must all go out together more often, you know.
We'll do that.
I think we should plan more. You know, go out with other couples, do more. There's no reason why life in Port Charles shouldn't be exciting and stimulating.
With Donnelly coming along soon. Who knows? Guy might even decide to stick around for a while.
And then it's off to Paris.
There you go. We got a full schedule already.
We must make sure that we leave a little time for just us.
Well, you can count on that. I gotta go to work.
Well, listen, don't look so glum about it. Maybe there'll be a nice unsolved murder or a train robbery waiting for you.
Anybody ever tell you you got a sick sense of humor?
So, when Robert wouldn't let me go, I sort of sabotaged their radiator.
You didn't.
I certainly did. I let them get so far, and then I drove out and rescued them. Of course, they didn't have any choice but take me with them.
Ah! Weren't you ever afraid?
Oh, yes, most of the time. But that's half the fun.
Holly, you are really too much. All that intrigue, and here you had time to get me a gift. I love my bracelet. It's so beautiful.
I think you'd like all the clothes there, you know. Some of the dresses would look absolutely fantastic on you.
Well, maybe sometime Grant and I will get to go to Mexico, and I'll do some shopping.
Oh, you don't have to do that. Look, I brought back this catalog with me. We can order you a whole Mexican wardrobe.
Oh, they're quite expensive, aren't they?
But they're worth it. They really are. Look at this one.
Yes, it's beautiful, but I really have quite enough clothes right now.
Since when did you have enough clothes? Look at this. This is gorgeous.
Yes, it is, but I really don't want to order anything, Holly.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm having a hard time thinking of buying anything for anyone but other people. You know, it's Christmas and all.
Yeah, of course. Well, why don't you cancel your lunch date, and we'll go out and celebrate my return over a champagne lunch.
It's tempting, but no.
We could treat ourselves. Port Charles Hotel.
No, my lunch date is with Grant.
Oh, well, he won't mind. You'll see him later for cocktails anyway.
No.
I haven't seen you for such a long time.
Well, we'll talk tonight, Holly. We will. And I've really got to get going now. Grant's expecting me.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm just in a rush.
I feel like I'm losing my favorite playmate of the female variety.
Well, we'll get together soon. We'll see each other tonight.
Right. Welcome to Port Charles.
I must say that neither one of you looks any the worse for wear.
Yes, and Robert, you really should give her a little credit for coming through everything as well as she did.
Grant, be a good guest and change the subject quickly.
A toast, then.
Right.
To your safe return.
Yes, and to all of us being together again. Cheers.
Good.
Delicious. Now, Robert, tell me, who is this character Sean you kept telling us about?
Sean Donnelly, chap I sent Luke to be with until I got there.
An old friend?
Robert and Sean were in the WSB together.
Yeah, you'll meet him. He's coming up here on business.
We'll make a hell of a trio. We'll have 2 former WSB agents and 1 DVX agent. X.
So where shall we eat?
The Versailles Room. Where else?
Terrific. I know I won't have to persuade these two. They practically live there like we do.
You know, actually, Holly, we really can't stay that long. I've got to be at the hospital early tomorrow.
It's all right. We'll eat fast. Here.
No, he really does have to get up early.
Well, we won't be late. Really, we won't. I can make the reservations right now.
You... Huh? You coming down with a cold?
No, it's just my allergies.
I didn't know you had allergies.
Well, no, it's...
Oh, goodness.
Just since I came to Port Charles, I've had this.
Yeah, darling, did
Charles,
you, did you remember to bring your pills with you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, goodness, we certainly can't stay then. We've got to get you right
I am
home.
an
We can get them
absolute
on the way
mess without
home.
my
Oh, you
pills.
sure?
Oh, no, really.
It's just a
That
recent
medication
problem.
makes me so drowsy.
It's a shame to spoil the whole night.
Well, can we have a rain check?
I don't see why not.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Are you all right?
Thank you. Oh, I am. I'm fine. It's a mess, you know.
I'm very sorry that this
Well, but I'm
happens,
fine.
but, you know, this is the third time recently that the allergies have
Have
flared up
fun,
on
though.
her.
Well, listen, you take good care of her, mate.
Yeah, right?
soon
Welcome
now.
home. Good to see you
Yeah,
again.
you too.
That's very odd.
What is? People do get allergies, you know.
Yeah, but she's never had them before. I know that.
Well, not that it really matters. We will simply go out. Adieu.
Adieu.
That, yeah.
I wonder what's going on, though.
But darling, look, don't try to find a mystery where there isn't one.
Yes, but she was acting a little strange earlier on today anyway.
If she wishes to be strange, that's her business, and certainly not yours.
You know, you'd make your life an awful lot easier if you just accept the fact that I have a curious nature.
Never doubted that for a minute.
Sean has, and you don't seem to be bothered by that.
Ah, but that's different.
Why was I so sure you were going to say that?
Let me guess your next question. Why?
Why?
Well, it just is, that's why.
I'm quite looking forward to him getting here, you know, because I know how pleased you'll be to see your old friend again.
You know how our friendship is, then?
But yes, I can see you miss him already.
No, I never quite thought about it that way. But I guess after seeing him again, I do miss not having him around.
He certainly always seems to be in the center of all the excitement, doesn't he?
Thanks, boy.
Hello, police commissioner.
Hey, Sean!
How you doing, Commissioner?
Come on, let's pass on the commission a bit, huh? What's up?
Oh, we could say it's just a social call.
Yeah, we could, but not you.
You're right.
I suspect this means you're coming to Port Charles.
Yes.
When?
Well, thank you. I have some business to wrap up in New York City, and I should descend on you by Friday. Is Friday all right?
Any day's fine, mate. I assume you'll spend Christmas with Holly and me, and beyond that.
Oh, that's a pretty big drop-in, Robert. You know what they say about house guests. Like dead fish, they begin to stink after a week.
So change your deodorant. See you Friday.
Okay, Friday.
Got some good news, darling.
Oh, nice to start off the day with some good news. What is it?
I just spoke to Donnelly on the phone. He's going to be in town on Friday.
Oh, wonderful.
I insisted that he stay with us through Christmas.
Of course.
I did, however, neglect to ask him, or tell him that he'd be staying with us. I mean, he will, won't he?
Well, we couldn't have your closest old friend staying in a hotel, especially over Christmas. That's horrible.
Right.
There is one problem, though.
None of your scuzzy relatives are going to come in here over Christmas, are they?
No, no, no.
What?
Well, I just don't know how we're going to make his visit exciting enough for him.
What do you think, love?
Of your being able to persuade Sean to stay in Port Charles even longer?
Yeah. No, the guy needs a change. He needs a challenge. You know, he can't take the soft life for too long.
When I met him, he seemed to be taking it very easily.
Yeah, but don't you remember how alive he came around us? I mean, he admitted to me. Yeah. He liked life in the fast lane for a change.
For a change, yes. But now, don't you think he's enjoying the tropical good life?
Nope.
You're terribly sure of yourself this morning.
Look, okay, Donnelly has a hedonist streak in him. But there's another side as well.
I was only worried about giving him a good time over the holidays, but now you're talking about him being here indefinitely. I'm just worried we're going to run out of entertainment.
He's not coming here expecting Mardi Gras. Look, he knows me. I know him. That knowledge sometimes saved our life in the field.
Yes, but that was a long time ago.
He's as alert as he was when we were out risking our necks. Look, I'll bet he's even got something happening, even in this so-called retirement.
Perhaps.
He's as sharp as a tack, I know.
Really?
Don't forget, there was a gun he pulled away from me in Mexico. He saved my skin.
Yes, don't ever let me forget that.
I'll only remind you once a day.
Well, you won't have to do that, I promise. You won't. I'll remember it from now on.
Oh. I can't leave this. I've got to get to the office.
Wait. Really, I'm going to make a lot of plans for him. We'll throw that party, a welcoming party. It's the least I can do.
Good idea. And I think we should put Felicia and Frisco at the top of the list.
Right.
Well, guess what I have for you?
Oh, no more of those bloody fitness reports.
You have ESP.
Look, I'm drowning in paperwork here.
Yeah, it does pile up, doesn't it?
But all I've done since I got back to Port Charles is read reports and sign autographs.
Holly?
Hello. Do I hear complaints from the police commissioner?
Look, I know the buck stops here. But what would happen to the force if I picked all this up and dumped it out the window?
It'd cease functioning. Excuse me. I'll take these others back. Bye, Holly.
Bye. Look, isn't this pretty? I brought it in to cheer you up, and here is some mistletoe. You can hang it on your door.
Provided I ever get the time to do it with Ramsey barging in and out of here every 5 minutes. Did I say hello to you when you first walked in?
No, you didn't.
Hello.
It's better than paperwork, isn't it?
Yeah, but it doesn't last long enough.
Well, I won't keep you, I promise. But there is one thing I want to ask you. I didn't say anything this morning that might make you think that I'm in any way reluctant for Sean to stay with us, did I?
You were worried about entertaining him, but not reluctant.
Oh, good, because I wasn't. We're going to have the lovely party for him on Friday, and there is something else that's going to keep you both fighting fit, and 3 of us, actually.
What?
Lorena is opening the spa to men. Today.
Well, what do we have here? Exercise through lust and lechery?
Well, that's certainly nothing new. I think you should sign up.
Do I have to?
It'll get your blood stirred up after all this paperwork.
Yeah, well, when Donnelly hits town, he can get my blood stirred up, too.
Well, look who's here.
Hello. Holly.
Robert. Commissioner, this lovely wife.
Jimmy Lee, Celia?
Hello.
I heard you had a big adventure in Mexico.
Yes, and he's determined to keep in shape until the next one. Ooh, did Grant say he'd be able to make it on Friday?
I'm counting on him.
Oh, good. Okay, Robert.
Lead on.
Don't kill yourself, Robert. He can't get it.
I gotta thank you, darling, for sending me from a fight worse than death. Terminal bureaucracy.
Well, I'm always ready to save you from just about anything, if you remember.
Yes.
There's Grant. Should we say hello?
Why not?
Hello.
Oh, hello there. Please join us.
Yeah, I could use a seat for a bit. Good.
Celia says you're going to be joining us on Friday.
I can't wait to meet this fabled friend of Robert's.
Yes, I've heard some of those stories, those WSB stories about Donnelly and Robert.
Well, Grant can chip in a few about the DVX.
Oh, now you're hiring me as entertainment as well, huh? Okay.
Robert's going to try and persuade Sean to stay in Port Charles for a while.
Oh, well, with the 3 of you, then Port Charles will start getting the reputation of a place where old agents are put out to pasture.
What old agents?
No, I meant retired.
Better.
Retired.
Thank you.
Much better.
Robert just can't envision Sean as a retired citizen, I don't think.
It's true. I can't.
Well, you never know.
Perhaps.
Robert, why aren't you dressed? You'll be late.
I think I may go back to bed. In fact, all things considered, I may never work again.
You ill?
Hill, I'm a monument to pain. I had a workout this morning, and I think I overdid it.
You've been away from it for too long.
Well, I felt terrific before I started. What are you writing?
Oh, I'm just making plans for our party for Donnelly.
Oh. Mind if I help?
No, not at all. You got some ideas?
Just one big one. I want our party to impress Donnelly enough to want to move to Port Charles.
I've got a lot already, and I've hardly even started yet.
More the merrier.
Oh, I agree. Party's much more fun when it's very crowded.
Did I tell you that I think this is really very nice of you?
Oh, it's very nice of you.
Well, you know, going to all this work for the party. What exactly are you doing there?
Oh, I'm also making a list here of casseroles that I can cook in advance.
You're not thinking of cooking?
Why not?
Well, in the interest of not poisoning our friends, I believe you should get a caterer.
Robert, my cooking's getting much better.
Yeah, but darling, look, why don't you just make sure everybody has a good time and we'll get somebody else to look after the food?
Caterers can be very expensive.
Well, that's all right. You can afford it. I want Donnelly to be impressed.
It's very important to you, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I want him to come and live here.
Well, then, if we can afford it, let's go for the best. In fact, why don't we try the new Port Charles Hotel catering service? We could go there for lunch today and talk to whoever's in charge.
I'd like that.
We can discuss the menu, and you can get over the shock.
What shock?
Darling, catering isn't cheap.
Who cares? It's Christmas. I want Donnelly to have a good time.
Hello?
Mr. Donnelly, please.
Oh, I'm sorry, but Mr. Donnelly isn't here.
When do you expect him?
Not until Friday. If you'd like to leave your name and a message.
No message. Thank you.
This is Mrs. Robert Scorpio.
Yes, Mrs. Scorpio, may I help you?
Well, I hope so. My husband and I are planning a large party, and I'd very much like to talk to your new catering manager about it whilst we're there for lunch today.
Certainly. I'll see that he gets the message.
Well, thank you very much. We'll see you for lunch then.
It will be a pleasure.
And look how I found waiting outside.
Oh, you two eat here often?
Are you kidding? These prices?
Frisco's interviewing a rock star.
Really? How exciting.
Well, he won't be here until later. I think when he gets here, we'll set up at a wall table if there's one available.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Scorpio. Commissioner? Hello, Josh. Bernard. Commissioner, I have your table.
Thank you very much. Listen, maybe you guys would like to join us.
Oh, you sure you don't mind?
No, of course not. Come along.
Thank you.
Oh, dear, Robert, I don't think you should look at these prices.
I'm not easily shocked.
Well, you will be now. And it's probably going to be even more expensive if it's catered.
If you guys will excuse me, I have to say hello to someone.
Sure.
I'd still like for you to hear my demo tapes. Could you do that?
Well, you look at this. Cold roast beef. $17.50. I could buy a whole herd for that.
Well, I guess we'll sort something out when the catering manager comes over and talks to us.
What sort of a deal would they do us on salted peanuts?
I just had an idea. When the crew gets here, why don't I start the interview with you?
Look, I don't want to let you down, but I'm far from a rock star.
Oh, you're the police commissioner. You know, we could talk about crime control and security the night of the King's concert.
I think that would be very interesting. I
That way
think
you could be in it too, Holly, and give the show a little class.
Oh.
this man is going to go far. Now, let's see. We'll have the shrimp curry and the country ham and then the breast of turkey, right?
Donnelly likes beef.
You like beef, you mean?
You want to know what I really like?
I know what you like, but you can't serve that at a party, Robert.
What?
You're absolutely incorrigible.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing, but I want to watch the news. I want to see Frisco's interview.
With that freaked out rock star from another planet?
Come on, don't you want to see if they use the bit with you?
Do we have to watch this?
Yes.
And now our Teen Time host, Frisco Jones, and his special guests, Police Commissioner Robert Scorpio and his charming wife, Mrs. Holly Scorpio.
You got billing.
And in a moment, my very special guest, the King. But first, here in the Port Charles Hotel dining room, our Police Commissioner, Robert Scorpio. Commissioner, as you know, one of the largest crowds in Port Charles history is expected for the King's rock concert at the stadium.
The department's well aware of it.
Do you expect any problems?
Just budgetary, perhaps.
Budgetary?
We'll be putting on extra policemen for special duty around the stadium. The citizens of Port Charles are well aware that an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Oh, however, it is money well spent.
Oh, Robert, I wanted to watch that.
Why bother with a picture when you can have the real thing?
What?
How often do you get to make love to a washed-up TV actor?
Estevez!
What's all the fuss?
I've got a million things to do before Sean gets here.
Is that all? You can have it done by lunchtime.
I'm beginning to think that maybe it wasn't such a good idea throwing this party after all.
Come on, relax. This is a guy that's at home in a tent.
Fine, we'll take him camping. Forget about the party.
Well, what about all the invited people? Did you get everybody on your lists?
Yes, I think so. Well, it's turning out to be more sort of an open house. You know, people are going to wander in when they can.
Good. Donnelly's about as informal as they come.
Well, good.
What about the caterer?
It's all set, I hope.
So what's to worry about?
I don't know. The hostess is always supposed to be panicking on the day of the party, isn't she?
Well, so call up Celia and get some moral support.
Oh, I already have, and I'm not just getting moral support. She's coming over to help with a few things.
Well, Donnelly should enjoy meeting everybody. I'm especially glad that Felicia's going to be here.
Why especially Felicia?
Well, it'll be one day that I won't have to worry about her.
Yeah, what is it? Ramsey here, what is it?
Morning, Bert.
Oh. Yeah, hi, Commissioner. What's up?
Just checking in. Anything new on that hood that was after Felicia?
No, I'm afraid not, Robin.
You got the blanket out.
Oh, yeah, everywhere. Airport, train and bus stations, car agencies, and everything. Listen, don't worry. When he shows up, we'll get him.
So what about Felicia's protection?
Oh, I've got a man outside the apartment where she's staying.
I guess that's all we can do for now.
Look, he'll show up. We'll nab him. Don't worry about it.
We'd better. Look, stay in touch, will you?
Yeah, we'll do. Look, Robert, nothing's going to happen to Felicia.
Oh, Robert, I'm glad you're here. Did you order the liquor?
Yeah. Made a point of getting all of Donnelly's favorite brands.
Well, it's going to be quite a party. When does the guest of honor descend from the heavens?
I don't know. Robert?
I'm not sure either.
What you two have been telling me about Mr. Sean Donnelly, I'm expecting a cross between Cary Grant and Indiana Jones.
Don't ever tell him that.
He doesn't need any encouragement.
Whoops. Hello.
It's me again, Robert.
Listen, I think I'll take this in the other room. Hang on. What have you got?
Maybe our man.
One who's been following Felicia?
Yeah, it looks that way. He fits the description that she and Frisco gave us.
Well, let's bring him in for questioning.
I'm afraid he won't be talking to anybody. He's dead. Somebody knifed him over at the Croydon Hotel.
I see. All right, you better wait for me there.
Yeah, I'm on my way. Look, we're going to need positive ID.
All right, I'll call Felicia and Frisco and have them meet us at the hotel.
Thanks. Besides, I'd like to tell him a few things myself. Hello?
This is Robert Scorpio.
Oh, hi, Commissioner. This is Josh. We thought it was the boogeyman.
Well, sorry to disappoint you. Can I speak to Frisco?
Oh, he's not here.
Look, I don't want to put this directly to Felicia.
Robert, did you find him?
I don't know. We found a body at the Croydon Hotel.
A body?
That's right. Captain Ramsey says the corpse fits the description that you and Frisco gave us, and that's why I have to ask you and Frisco to take a look at the body.
You have to look at him?
I've got to be certain, I'm sorry.
Where do I go, the morgue?
Body's still at the Croydon. Look, I'll meet you there. The policeman outside your place will ring you. I'll call Frisco at the studio. You shouldn't be doing this alone.
All right, I have to. Bye.
Holly, I've got to go out. Listen, if I don't get back in time for Donnelly's party, well, entertain him.
Yeah, of course, but where are you going? What if I tell him it's keeping you?
My apologies, and tell him that something has come up that can't be avoided.
But can I tell him what?
A stiff at the Croydon.
Sorry I asked.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Always something. Sean!
Holly. Hello. Oh, you look as lovely as ever.
It's nice to see you.
You know, I can't tell you how much I've missed you. Well, Robert, too, of course.
Of course.
Looking forward to this reunion.
I hadn't forgotten you. Sean, I want you to meet my friend, Mrs. Celia Andrews. Celia, this is...
Sean Donnelly. Well, to say I've heard a lot about you would be the understatement of the year, Mr. Donnelly.
Oh, no, please call me Sean. Another beautiful woman. What is it about Port Charles that keeps attracting all these gorgeous ladies?
Well, I don't know the answer to that, but you'll get to meet a lot of our friends later on. Can I take your coat?
Oh, sure. What do you mean later on?
Well, we're going to throw a party for you this evening.
Oh, you didn't have to do that.
We wanted to.
Yes, those of us who hadn't been privileged in meeting you before wanted to see what you were like. Your arrival has been much awaited, to say the least.
Hope you don't mind.
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, I'm flattered, but I must warn you two that if there are any more women like you around tonight, I'm not going to be held accountable for my actions.
Would you like me to show you your room now before you get too overheated down here?
No. How can a man unpack when he's surrounded by such beauty?
Well, we're certainly not going anywhere.
I'm afraid I am, but I'd like to look at the view for as long as possible before I have to tear myself away. I can also look at my room later, too, if you don't mind.
Tear yourself away for what?
Something I can't afford to miss.
Well, I hope you're going to be back in time for the party.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So, where's my old buddy? Scorp. Don't tell me my best friend in the world has not the decency to be home when his other friend comes to visit him.
He got called away for business.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Something interesting?
To quote my darling husband, he had to go and take care of a stiff at the Croydon Hotel.
Stiff at the Croydon Hotel? Well, I'd like to see the old commissioner at work. Maybe I'll pop in there before my business meeting.
Well, we certainly don't mind if you do. I'm sure he won't mind either.
Oh, good. Then,
I'll get you first.
Good, thank you. Give me the opportunity tonight to, get to know you better, Celia.
And you will also get to meet her husband.
Oh. Lucky man. Love to meet him. He has such a beautiful wife.
Thank you.
Little Celia?
Yes.
Thanks, Al.
Charm to burn.
Yes, he certainly does keep those fires raging, doesn't he?
He seems a little too good to be true.
I just hope he doesn't disrupt my marriage.
How could he do that?
Very easily.
Holly, do you mean to say that you and Sean have...
No, nothing like that.
Well, then what then? How could he disrupt your marriage?
I'm worried that Sean and Robert will pick up from where they left off in Mexico. You know, one adventure after another, one more exotic woman after another.
Didn't see nothing, hear nothing, know nothing.
I want to thank you for your cooperation.
Can I go now?
Not until you tell me
What do you want from me? I didn't kill him.
You live next door. You didn't hear a sound?
Of course not. I was watching TV.
You said you were sleeping.
That's right. I was sleeping and I fell asleep watching.
And you never opened the door or stuck your head into the hallway.
Why should I? I didn't know somebody was being stabbed.
And if you had, would you have come to the aid of the victim?
Hell no. I know better than to open my door when there's trouble. That could have been me.
Okay.
Can I go now?
Sooner the better.
Thanks for treating a good citizen like me who's trying to help with investigation. You insult me when I try to get involved.
Come up with anything, Robert?
Claims she slept through the whole incident.
You don't believe her, huh?
No, I don't believe she's of any use to us. Let's put it that way.
Mr. Scorpion, let's get this over with.
Came as soon as I could. I want to thank you both.
I hate this hotel. I'd almost have rather made the identification at the morgue.
No, you wouldn't.
I said almost.
I appreciate you both coming down here.
Is this really necessary?
I wouldn't have asked you here if it wasn't. Now, we have to be absolutely sure that this is the man who's been tailing you.
I still don't understand why I couldn't have made the identification by myself.
In this instance, 2 witnesses are better than 1. Felicia, you've got to be positive that this is the guy that's been after you. Otherwise, you're still in danger. And that bloke's out there waiting to stalk you again.
You're right.
Just get it over with.
Ready?
That's him.
You sure?
Question.
Felicia?
Sorry, sir. Only authorized personnel behind inside. Well, have your boss authorize me. His name's Donnelly.
Clear him. He's okay.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Port Charles.
Thought you'd never ask.
Fred Ramsey, Sean Donnelly.
Hi, I've heard a lot about you.
Same here. How are you?
Okay.
Oh, I guess you heard what happened.
Just that you've been looking for any excuse to avoid seeing me.
Well, this is one of your basic homicides.
Nice town, Port Charles. If I wanted to see people murdering each other off, I could have stayed in New York.
Well, we wanted to welcome you with a bang.
Oh, you know, a 21-gun salute would have done just fine, believe me.
Bring back any memories?
Yeah, memories I'd just soon forget. Anybody you know, or?
No idea yet.
What happened?
Someone stuffed a knife into him.
Nice.
To the hilt.
Neighbors hear anything?
Nothing they want to admit to.
Any clues?
Not a one.
Well, what now, Sherlock?
You tell me. Why don't you,
Look,